Have you ever sewn an outfit and it didn't sit right and you're wondering what the issue is, even though it seems like you did everything right? The truth is that drafting the perfect pattern every time it's not guesswork. It's mathematics. You need to get your formulas right. And that is why in this video I'll be showing you 8 sewing formulas every beginner should know in order to draft the perfect pattern to give us a professional and clean outfit every single time. Stay with me. So here are the formulas we'll be covering today. Jumpsuit crotch depth, fitted pants crotch depth, baggy pants crotch depth, front and back extension, armhole depth, neck width, half circle flea, and full circle flea. Now this formula controls structure, ease, and movement. Once you're able to get this formula right, your pattern drafting will become more precise. Now we are going to be starting with the jumpsuit crotch depth. The formula is hip divided by 3. This formula is very important because it determines how comfortable our jumpsuit is. For instance, if your hip is 36, 36 divided by 3 is going to give us 12. You have to use this 12 inches because if your crotch depth is too short, it's going to make your jumpsuit to be tight and uncomfortable. And if your jumpsuit crotch depth is too long, it's going to make it look saggy and ill-fitting. Now the next formula is the fitted pants crotch depth. The formula is hip divided by 4 plus 0.75. Now this is when you want to draft a pattern that is close to the body and not too loose. For instance, now if your hip is 32, 32 divided by 4 is 8. 8 plus 0.75, that will give us 8.75. This becomes your crotch depth. Now the very next one is the baggy pants crotch depth measurement. The measurement is hip divided by 4 plus 2 to 4 inches. That means you can add 2 to 4 inches. It depends on how loose you want the pants to be. Now baggy pants is mostly relaxed and super comfortable. For instance, now if your hip is 36, 36 divided by 4 is 9. If you want it to just be a little bit loose, you add 2 inches. And if you want to go all out and you want it to be super relaxed, you can add 4 inches. So anything from 2, 3, 4 inches, you're actually safe. Now this is the whole idea of the baggy pants, to make the trouser relaxed and comfortable, because if you make it less than 2 inches, it becomes a fitted pants. Now the very next one is the front and back crotch extension. Now crotch extensions determine the curve and the shape of the pants. So you have to be very careful when drafting this, because I notice some people just assume it, but you don't assume your crotch extension. Now for your front crotch extension, it's going to be your hip divided by 20. Whatever you get there, that is what you will use for your front crotch extension, and the back is hip divided by 10. This way, your trouser is going to be well relaxed and well fitted. Now, this crotch extension measurement is for both baggy pants, fitted pants, and also the jumpsuit. So please take note. For the front extension is hip divided by 20, and for the back extension is hip divided by 10. And the very next formula is the armhole depth. The armhole depth measurement is super important. Have you ever made a dress and you find it difficult to raise your arm? That is because your armhole depth measurement is wrong. And the formula is very simple. It's bust divided by 6 plus 1.5. For instance, now your bust is 36. 36 divided by 6 is 6 plus 1.5. That is 7.5. So your armhole depth measurement is 7.5. This controls mobility of your arm while still maintaining structure. Please and please, this is super important. Make sure whenever you're drafting your basic bodice pattern, you calculate your armhole depth. Do not assume it. Now the next formula is the neck width, and your neck width formula determines how wide your neck is, and the formula is simple: bust divide by 12. For instance, if your bust is 36, 36 divided by 12 is 3, so your neck width is 3 inches. Please take note, a whole lot of beginners struggle with their neckline. Ensure you always divide your bust by 12, and it will give you the accurate width that will be well balanced and proportioned on the body of your client. Now we are at the flay calculations and we're going to be starting with the half circle flay. Now half circle flay gives moderate fullness, not maximum fullness like the full circle. So now when drafting your half circle flay, the formula to use to determine the radius is your waist divided by 3.14. This will determine the radius you are going to use. Please and please, most beginners make the mistake of dividing their waist circumference by 4. Do not do that. Divide your waist circumference by 3.14, and this is going to give us the exact measurement you will be needing for your waistline. Now we are going to go to full circle flay. The formula for calculating your full circle flay, that is your 360-degree flay, is waist circumference divided by 6.28. The answer you get is going to determine the radius you are going to use. And please again, do not divide your waist by 4. Divide your waist by 6.28 and it's going to give you the exact measurements you need. Now that way, your radius is going to be perfect. It's not going to be excess and it's not going to be too small. I hope you are learning from this. And there you have it, 8 essential formulas to help make our pattern drafting easier. Please, you can save this and always refer back to it when you want to draft your pattern. And if you found this helpful, please don't forget to like and share for others to learn as well. And also subscribe. I'll be back with more lessons to help make our sewing journey easy. See you in the next lesson.